Welcome to a short mini lecture on AV dissociation, a few pointers and a few pearls, presented by Dr. Jerry W. Jones in association with Medicus of Houston. Hello, I'm Dr. Jerry Jones, the CEO and Chief Instructor at Medicus of Houston. This ECG is from a former student of mine in the Masterclass in Advanced Electrocardiography that I presented in London a few years ago. It was recorded after CPR, and the serum potassium at that time was 5.8. While the T waves are symmetrical, they're not at all like the tall, pointed T waves of hyperkalemia. However, those classic, even iconic T waves are present in only 22% of cases of hyperkalemia. I have no information regarding whether or not the blood specimen was hemolyzed. I'll get to the point. This is a rhythm issue, so let's look at the three rhythm strips at the bottom of the ECG. We have leads 2, V1, and V5. Now here's a tip for you. Always include a lead V1 rhythm strip with each ECG you record. This is very important. PVCs often occur, and they can give you valuable information. However, without a lead V1 rhythm strip, you can only see the PVCs that occur during the 2.5 seconds that lead V1 is being recorded. Always include a V1 rhythm strip so you don't miss anything. Let's focus on the lead 2 rhythm strip. The first thing we notice is that the first RR interval is much shorter than all the other RR intervals. We can easily surmise that AV dissociation is present because we can see P waves manifesting before the QRS complexes, then disappearing into the QRS complexes, and eventually emerging on the other side after the QRS complexes. Now for a pearl. When you observe PR intervals becoming shorter and shorter, think about AV dissociation. When the PR intervals are becoming longer and longer, consider Mobitz 1 AV block. The second beat appears early because it's a classic sinus-conducted capture beat. That's also why the first RR interval is shorter than the others. Capture beats always end a shorter RR interval. Always. Although the third QRS ends a longer RR interval, its PR interval is the same as that of the previous beat, which did conduct. But there's a problem. The RR intervals surrounding that PR interval are exactly the same as the rest of the RR intervals making up the junctional rhythm, which demonstrate AV dissociation. The second P wave did not conduct, even though the PR interval is the same as the previous P wave, which did conduct. Normal PR intervals mean absolutely nothing in the context of AV dissociation. In normal sinus rhythm, we often use the duration of the PR interval to decide if a P wave conducted or not. If the PR interval is too short, then it could not have conducted. If it is normal, then it definitely conducted. That does not apply in the presence of AV dissociation. It is not the length of the PR interval that determines conduction. It is the length and regularity of the RR intervals that determine conduction. Many P waves during AV dissociation may be followed by normal PR intervals, even though they did not produce the QRS that follows them. True capture beats, on the other hand, may have abnormally long PR intervals due to concealed conduction. At some point in every case of AV dissociation, there will be a normal PR interval appearing by chance. Again, that means nothing. So the bottom line is this. During AV dissociation, it is the shortened RR interval that informs us of a sinus beat that has captured the ventricles as a capture beat, not the duration of the PR interval. Many capture beats conduct with PR intervals longer than 200 milliseconds, but that doesn't keep them from being capture beats. Join us in Halifax, Houston, or London for one of our masterclasses. I will be presenting the Masterclass in Advanced Electrocardiography in Halifax, Nova Scotia, April 21st through 24th, 2025, and in London, England, September 22nd through the 25th, 2025. I will also be presenting the Masterclass in Advanced Dysrhythmias in Houston, Texas, June 9th through the 12th, 2025. If you have any questions or want to learn more, here's my contact information. I hope to hear from you soon, and I would especially hope to see you in one of my masterclasses.